It looks like Olandria's mom is really stepping in right now, trying to protect her daughter. She's warning Olandria to keep her distance from Ace, Shelly, and Taylor. And honestly, the timing of this couldn't be more interesting. Because just recently, Ace sat down for an interview with Speedy Mormon where he basically hinted that Olandria and Nick's whole relationship might not even be real. That little comment has definitely raised a lot of eyebrows, and now her mom's warning seems even more serious.
I feel like Olandria and Nick's relationship is real.
Again, from the last conversation that I've had with, Nick, it was a matter of it's not a romantic spark. They just, you know what I'm saying? They find each other attractive. I feel like when people come out this villa and they see, a certain community rocking behind, certain, ships, they're like, okay, let's take advantage of that.
Man, I'm feeling great. This is the first time I'm finna have a conversation with America. I don't even know what they're gonna say about me, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like I've been doing good.
But instead of being upfront with Olandria, Ace chose to stay quiet. What makes it even messier is that he actually played along with Taylor during production, almost teaming up to keep Olandria in the dark and make her believe something was there when it really wasn't. That revelation makes the whole situation feel way more calculated than anyone expected.
So like when I first covered up with her, she's pretty, have a good body, boom, but it's like I wasn't like physically attracted to her yet.
Olandria is your good friend. Taylor's also your good friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much Olandria is interested in Taylor.
Yeah.
And you know how much something or someone or whatever is influencing Taylor to want to be with Olandria. Am I interpreting that correctly?
Yeah. Olandria didn't know about those influences. And it sucks because I couldn't tell Olandria about those influences.
That whole interview sent shockwaves through the entire Love Island fandom. Fans were buzzing nonstop, and honestly, I can see why. Now, don't get me wrong, I wasn't upset at Ace for calling out production, because let's be real, they've always been shady behind the scenes. But the way this interview played out, it felt like a direct slap in the face to Olandria. Think about it. Ace and Taylor basically tricked her, even if he claims he didn't want to. At the end of the day, Taylor was supposed to be
Man, I'm feeling great. This is the first time I'm finna have a conversation with America. I don't even know what they're gonna say about me, to be honest with you. Like,
and on top of
I feel like I've been doing good.
Her current relationship with Nick, suggesting it might all be fake. Whether that's true or not, that's still his friend. Why put her on blast like that? A lot of fans are now saying Ace only opened his mouth because deep down, he's jealous. Jealous that Nick and Olandria have been shining brighter, getting more attention, landing more brand deals, and building bigger opportunities than he and Shelly ever did. Remember, Ace and Shelly came into this thinking they'd be the power couple, the next Serena and Cordell. So when the finale rolled around, and America didn't even vote them into the top 4, that had to sting. Especially since most of those top 4 couples didn't even seem real to begin with. So yes, I get why they're frustrated. But still, Ace's words hit Olandria hard, and people are now side-eyeing Shelly too, simply because that's her. Man. Some are even whispering that maybe she secretly agrees with him. I don't personally think that's fair, but unfortunately, that's how the internet works. And the real question is, how long can Shelly keep handling that kind of backlash before it starts breaking her down? And if all that drama wasn't enough, Olandria's own mom, Felicia, just added fuel to the fire. She actually co-signed this video, which makes it crystal clear. In her eyes, Ace, Shelly, and Taylor are not people her daughter should trust.
If I were Nick and Olandria's parent, I would walk up into their room, sit them on the bed, lean over and let them know, Ace, Shelly, and Taylor, they're not your friends. I was feeling it in the villa. What solidified it for me when Ace and Shelly got voted off. They didn't root for Nick and Olandria to win. They chose Amaya. That was interesting. The Hamptons did a number on me too. That was just fake love, if you ask me. This whole situation with the interview and them all working together, that was strange. I don't know if you saw that video of Olandria when she stepped up on the stage for Shelly's birthday and the crowd went crazy, and the look of surprise that Shelly had. People thought it was cute, but I didn't. That was very strange behavior. But when Olandria kept saying she can't wait to see her soul sister, but her soul sister was hanging out with the girl. And don't get me wrong, when I watched the show, honestly, Ace and Shelly were one of my favorites. Oh, goodness. And this, like, don't hate me for this, but this is just the mom. I would have a very special conversation with Olandria and let her know, if somebody loves you and they truly, truly care about you deeply, I cannot see it being that easy to kiki with someone that hates you. It shouldn't be that easy. The same way that you guys didn't see what was right in front of you, please don't be oblivious to this, because they are not your friend.
So things took another turn when Noria's mom actually reposted that same video and even left a comment saying, "Trust me, I did just that with Olandria." And honestly, that just adds even more tension to the situation, because now it really feels like there could be a fallout coming between Olandria and her little Love Island crew. Nobody really wants to see Olanda and Shelly fall out. They were close, and fans loved their friendship. But let's be real. If Olandria's mom keeps warning her to watch her back around Ace, Shelly, and Taylor, then it's not impossible that some distance might start creeping in. But here's the thing. Despite all this drama, Olandria doesn't seem fazed. She's out here living her best life, and she's glowing. She's still solid with Nick, and the two of them are moving like a real power couple. Not just that, she's networking with other big names. Recently, she was even spotted linking up with Serena and Cordell, the Love Island Season 6 winners. That's a major move. And honestly, it's beautiful to see. Because when the season first started, most people thought Olandria would just fade into the background like a side character, but instead she flipped the script. She's become the breakout star, and together with Nick, she's building a brand, stacking opportunities, and making serious money. She's proving to everyone that she's not just surviving after the show, she's thriving. All right, let's switch gears to the next topic because social media has been buzzing nonstop. The very married rapper 21 Savage was recently spotted on vacation, not with his wife, but with his alleged longtime girlfriend Lotto. And while a lot of people are acting shocked, honestly, this rumor has been floating around for years. Word on the street is that 21 and Lotto have been secretly seeing each other for about 4 or 5 years now. The reason they've never stepped out as a couple publicly is because of one major complication. 21 is already married. His wife, Kiana, is not only the mother of his children, but also the woman he reportedly married to help with his immigration status. The story goes that the marriage was more about a green card than real love. Meanwhile, Lotto is said to be the one he's truly in love with. But here's the catch. If he goes public with Lotto, it could spark accusations of marriage fraud and seriously affect his immigration situation. So, for now, he keeps things low-key with her. But Lotto? She doesn't seem to care about the secrecy at all. In her eyes, 21 is her man. Her man, her man. She's so committed that she's even talked about having his baby and going through a spiritual marriage ceremony with him. To her, it's locked in. She's not going anywhere.
You'll ever come out and be public with somebody? Well, your man?
I don't know. At this rate, I just feel like I'm going to have me a baby in secret.
You are?
I'm going to have my marriage in secret.
Really?
I just feel like, y'all, like, especially just because how they handle my situation, too. I just be like, since y'all know so much, I'm going to make sure you know nothing.
Woo, y'all. The drama just keeps piling up. Between Olandria's mom throwing shade at Ace, Shelly, and Taylor, and now 21 Savage being caught up with Lotto despite being a married man, it feels like everybody's business is spilling out at once. But here's the real question. Who's actually being real, and who's just playing the game for clout? Because whether it's Love Island friendships falling apart or rappers hiding secret relationships, one thing's for sure. The truth always finds its way out. And when it does, it shakes everything. So tell me in the comments, do you think Olandria should cut ties with Ace and Shelly? And as for 21 and Lotto, do you think they'll ever go public? Or is this secret love gonna stay behind the scenes forever? Stay tuned because this story is far from over.